Hi guys, it's Leonie, and it's been a while since I sat down and vlogged like this. So I thought it would be nice to just sit down and have a stream of consciousness just flowing from my brain into the camera and just talk about everything that's been going on. So since I got back to Switzerland like 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, it's been kind of rough because it kind of felt like my first time going to Switzerland and arriving. Except this time everything was obviously familiar to me, and it was easier to adapt to, except I just couldn't get over this feeling that there was like something missing. And I guess part of it was because I had such a great summer, especially with Matthias, and when you get comfortable it's kind of like a second home, and then you kind of have to go away from that and back to this kind of solitude-ish environment. It is a little bit daunting. So I had a bit of anxiety for the past 2 or 3 weeks, but I think it's gotten better, which is good, except I just usually can't get out of my own mind, and I overanalyze situations and I'm like, oh, am I doing something wrong? I probably am, even though really no one cares and it's just me and my own brain. Wow, that was really stupid, Leonie. But yeah, so that's been going on. I bet my camera's picking up like noises from the traffic outside, which is always fun and dandy. A few days ago I got like an email from a random person who I didn't even know, who thought it was just for them to tell me that I was being too dramatic and that I live in a social world, not a cave, and that I need to grow up, and that I need to learn to keep silent about my issues with anxiety and the social aspects of life. And I used to get that in high school too, and it's always just this thing that whenever mentions to me that, oh, I'm being too dramatic, or I'm being too attention seeking, or that I need to grow up, it just really hits home to me because I've been told that since high school, but I've never been the kind of person who begs or demands for attention in the social world, which is why it's so hard for me, because I feel like if you want to stand out in the social world, you have to be extroverted, you have to be fun and social, and you have to really do these things that society has put a label on, and this is how to make friends, this is how to be social, this is how to be cool. That personality for me doesn't exist in this world, but more so online, because that's the way that I can express my emotions without feeling that, oh, people won't like me. And maybe that's like the wrong way to go about it, maybe it is, but for me, having a medium or a platform in which I can express my emotions has always helped me. And I don't know, I know there are a few people who have written to me and they say that they can relate to how I feel, and it's nice for them to know that there's someone out there going through the same thing. And I totally appreciate you guys that say those kind of things, because it's like, well, I know I'm not alone, and it's nice to be part of something where you don't feel like you're in solitude over something which may be really futile, but is actually a lot more meaningful and significant to us personally. I mean, we're all human beings, we all have emotions, we all have feelings, and some people are wired differently. Some people have mental issues, some people can't stop the negative thoughts, and they're just generally pessimistic people. But I feel like if we keep it up all the time, we're never going to get it all out there, and we're gonna only feel worse about ourselves, because all these negative thoughts are always and constantly in our mind. And so if we want to be able to get it out there, we should be able to. And unfortunately there's going to be people out there who think that no, it's not your place to say things like that because you're ruining my day, or I just don't want to see that kind of crap. And seriously, it's not so hard to just ignore it, because at the end of the day, we all have the opportunity to make someone's day. And how can we do that if we don't know how someone's feeling? And how can we do that if we just put a label on them and say, oh, this person's just completely negative and there's no way that we could ever change them because that's just the way they are. I think we all have an opportunity to make someone's day, and I just don't think that we should be so blasé about it. So yeah, that was been my last 3 weeks. There's a lot of drama going on that, you know, I try to keep myself out of, and I just try and do my best, and it's hard when I'm myself and a little bit down. It's just a phase, hopefully, and it'll go away, because I do get like these phases of like anxiety attacks, and I wake up in the morning and it's like really incredibly hard to even want to get out of bed and think about anything positive in my life that I can actually want to get up and be proactive about. I mean, it's difficult. You learn to deal with it, and you know, I think the important thing to know is that it probably won't get better, but you learn to be stronger, and through that you learn to deal with it, and life becomes ultimately better because you become a stronger person. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, as the saying goes. We are made to have people not like us. We're not all the same kind of people, and it's completely fine. And I think the beauty of it is that when you do find someone who you can completely relate to and can have fun with and not worry about what the perception that they have of you is, then that's the best thing about it, I think. I always had this mentality that the real world is not like high school. I have come to realize that actually reality in the real world is like 1,000 times the heightened version of high school. It's just that I've chosen to kind of put myself into a little box and not deal with those kind of issues. And now that I'm in Switzerland, you know, you kind of realize that there are a lot of stuff going up there that you don't really know about until you're in it, and then you realize, wow, no wonder I didn't like high school. But you know, I think a key issue about all of this is confidence, self-esteem, knowing who you are as a person and not feeling like who you are isn't worthy of other people's affection. Because, you know, you yourself are a human being, and everyone has the right to want to be liked. It's just how you go about it that's the problem, the issue. So yeah, I just wanted to have that little talk and stream of consciousness, and might make this like a more regular thing so that I have an opportunity to ask for your guys' opinions and how you guys are feeling, and just let me know what your, you know, little issues are here and there. Maybe we can try and spread positivity to those people who are a bit negative, such as myself sometimes. Tomorrow is my 22nd birthday. I haven't really thought about it that much. It just kind of crept up on me. I always had this vision that, oh, I'm going to have my birthday in Europe and I'm going to be in like Lofoten Islands in Norway or something crazy like that. But you know, it just kind of snuck up on me, and I'm just going to stay in the sun, which is okay. I think as I grow older, I realized that birthdays aren't like a really fun thing. There's so much pressure to do something wholesome, I feel like. So that is about that. Thank you for watching this extremely boring video. If you like these kind of videos where I just sit and talk to the camera, let me know. Maybe I can make it a regular thing. I think it's really very therapeutic for me, and hopefully make me more relatable to some of you, rather than just trotting about Europe with the camera in my hand and being like, oh my god, I love Norway. You know? I mean, yeah. If you're interested in watching some of my other videos, my previous videos where I talk about depression and anxiety and all that kind of stuff, I'll have links in the description, and they'll be at the end slate of the video. So hopefully you guys might want to take a dip into that and get to know me a little bit better. Oh, I've been listening to a lot of Swedish music recently because, I don't know, Swedish music in Swedish really cheers me up. So yeah, that's that. Yeah. And I just thought I'd just add that in because, you know, why not? Okay, see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely day.